It's getting everything live. Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, July T. Thanks for joining. Hey, Mia. All right, we are waiting for some more folks to pop in. We're right here at the top of the hour. And Bloomington, Indiana. How are things in Indiana? It's a change from the East Coast, no? All right, July T is here. Okay, so we're going to get started here in just half a minute. And we are starting with general messages for this week ahead, which is January 17 to January 23. So I try to keep that straight in my head. Sometimes I forget what day it is. And we're going to start with a deck. I thought of this today. I had put this out on my table. It's called Archangel Oracle card deck. And I was thinking about this. And this is actually my very first Oracle card deck. So I've been reading tarot for a lot of years, but Oracle cards, I don't know, what would that be? 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I think is when I started reading Oracle cards, working with Oracle cards. And a friend of mine had this deck. This was her deck. And she said, I never use it. Would you be interested in it? And I took it home and I put a few cards out and I said to her, oh my gosh, can I have this deck? Like, I'll get you another one, but can I have this one? And she gave it to me. So I don't work with it super often anymore, but we're working with it today. So it's called Archangel Oracle cards. Hey, Carolyn. So we're going to use this deck for general messages for the week, and we're going to get started. I know some folks will pop in here, but we are on a roll here. So we're going to get some cards for this week ahead. And again, that is July 17 to the 23rd. And truthfully, the card messages are for you whenever you come to the cards. So, you know, if I pull a card for Monday and you happen to resonate with that card on Thursday, you use that energy. So let's get a card here for Monday and Tuesday, and then a card for Wednesday and Thursday. Card for Wednesday and Thursday. Everyone doing okay? Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. Ooh, there we go. And then a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right. So let's get rolling. Now, if you join this reading late, of course, you can always come back and hit the replay and watch the messages. July T, yeah, it's cold. Where are you? I try to remember where everybody is, but okay. Monday, Tuesday. Let's go. Monday, Tuesday, we have teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. So here you go, Instagram. This is our first card of the week for Monday and Tuesday. Here you go, YouTube. So at the beginning of the week, teaching and learning, keeping an open mind. That, I think, is the message. There's so much that we all have gone through and changed. We know some people have changed physical location. We know some relationships have changed. We know just some general thought patterns or how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about life in general has shifted. We've all been undergoing this tremendous shift. And so it's going to continue. And what we're going to learn from that, what we're going to benefit from that, how we're going to incorporate new things in, it's ongoing. right? And life really is all about teaching and learning. It never stops, right? We're a constant student of life. But importantly is let that process keep happening. And one of the things I say is you cannot have teachers if you don't have students, and you cannot have students if you don't have teachers. So we are both. And so teaching and learning, keep an open mind this week as we head into the week. What can you learn from a situation, and how can you take that and apply that to your own situations? And also, what can you do with that information to share with someone else at some point? So now we come to Wednesday, Thursday, and we have Indigo and Crystal children, Archangel Metatron. So Archangel Metatron is we work with for children. We also work with Archangel Metatron when you want to sort of play with time a little bit. I ask Archangel Metatron for help all the time. So you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So it's an interesting card to come after this teaching and learning card, isn't it? That we all are teachers, we all are students. And so working with children, and whether they are your own children, whether they are children of someone else, think about your impact on this planet. Think about your impact in your community, in your family. And what can you do? What can you bring to those children who are so impressionable and have been going through so much right alongside of us, but maybe they don't have the same life experiences we do to be able to navigate in certain things? And sometimes I think that might be a benefit, right? They're not so jaded. But think about that in the middle of the week, that there may be some children coming across your path. It could even be the child in the cart at the grocery store who stops and makes eye contact with you. Take that moment and connect with that child. So there's something there, and there's something for you to give to the child, and the child is going to give something back to you. Even if it's that moment, if it's a moment of connection and sweetness and innocence that you makes you feel and makes you connect to your own inner child, take that moment and appreciate it, but keep an eye out for it. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have Take Back Your Power, Archangel Raziel. Use your God given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So here you go, Instagram. Take back your power. We've seen this message coming through over and over again. I did a reading on Friday evening for someone, and the message was so clear about taking back her power. And so at the end of the week, see what you've got going on and own your power, own your space, commit to everything that you're in. So if you want to do something, do it with all intention. If you don't want to do something, say no. That is part of your power. When you find yourself doing something out of obligation, and as this card comes into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that may be where we tend to be more social, perhaps, or more activities come up that call for us to attend. And if you don't want to attend, but you go anyway, you have given up your power. So it's okay to say no. And I think that's the message of this power. And I say that a lot. It's okay to say no, but really own your power, own your space. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So what it is that you want for yourself, do not wait for someone else to bestow upon you. You put the intention out there. You put the belief out there. You put the trust in yourself to bring that about, and the trust in your guides to support you in that. You put that out there, right? That's owning your power. So those were the card messages for this week ahead. Hey, Donna, I see we've had a few other people join. Carolyn, Cincinnati, Ohio is very cold. I bet. I bet. I love the messages, this week's messages, very good messages. Yes, I like these messages. They're sort of Here's the thing that I'm going to say about these messages that I get. Sometimes we know the cards are really clear and like boom, boom, boom. They just hit you with messages. Boom. I feel like this week's messages are more subtle. This week's messages are calling upon us to really be present in order to work with the energies that are there. That's the message I'm getting. Tomorrow also is a full moon in Cancer. We're in full moon energy right now. The moon is in Cancer. Cancer is about that real nurturing, that going within. It is about children and family. We have the indigo children showing up here, sensitive children. But I feel like the messages here are subtle, and the message is pay attention to the little messages that come through, because in that is the piece you need. That's what I would say. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards. This will be a fairly short reading today. I am just sort of getting back my feet on the ground, so I just don't want to go too deep energetically. I need some of that reserved for me, but I am definitely going to pull some cards. So put it in the chat if you have a question, or if you have just a general request. Maybe you don't have a specific question. So Carolyn is asking for a general card. Carolyn, I am going to this reflect deck that I have, and this deck is all questions. And the question comes back to you. And it's a question on which you can reflect and, ask yourself, bring yourself throughout the week. And I feel like it is this one right here on top. So keep coming back to this question. What in the question is there for you? And this is the question. What is one thing I can remove from my life that would improve it? So here you go. It's in script. It may be hard for you to read. Carolyn, Instagram, here's the card for Carolyn. But asking you the question for you to ask yourself, what is one thing I can remove from my life that would improve it? So we are, as I said, in full moon energy right now. It peaks tomorrow at somewhere like 3:38 p.m. Pacific, somewhere around there. But that is the time, right? To be moving through, releasing, letting go, creating space for new to come in. So ask yourself the question, what is one thing I can remove from my life that would improve it? And doesn't have to be huge, right? It doesn't have to be something enormous, but maybe it's a really small thing. But that small little thing, every tiny change, every tiny disruption, and I'm using that in a positive way, changes the dynamic, changes the pattern. So what is that thing? Okay, coming here to July. Ho Ho Diddy, hello. Laurie, hello. Okay, July T has a question for a general card. I think I'm going back to this reflect deck, July T. I'm starting to feel like maybe this might just be the deck for today. So let's get a card here for July T. Carolyn, I hope that card was helpful for you. So again, this deck here is all questions, and they're questions for you to ask yourself. So here's a card for July T. What July T? It's oh, I got two questions here for you. And, and sometimes the question is coming back to you to reaffirm something that you've already done, right? So just see how the question lands for you. So July T, I have two cards, beautiful images here. Can my current habits get me to my desired future? Ooh, 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 ooh. Here we go. How beautiful is that card? And oops, coming over here to Instagram. Can my current habits get me to my desired future? So pay attention to the word habit. So that's coming in here. Are we doing things out of habit, right? And as I was just saying, sometimes that tiny little change disrupts the pattern. So ask yourself the question. And then the next card for you is, am I giving those who matter to me most enough time and attention? Here's the next card. And you can see she's hiding behind, I guess you would call that either a fan or some palm fronds. So the question of, am I giving those who matter to me most enough time and attention? So put these two together. Can my current habits get me to my desired future? And am I giving those who matter to me most enough time and attention? But measure enough time. Are you giving them too much time? Or have you pulled back and someone needs your time? Going back to that first card of the week, teaching and learning, that may be something to pull in here. So July T, see how those land with you. Okay. Okay. So hoo hoo diddy. I think it's hoo hoo diddy. You asked for a card, and HEA, hello, you asked for a card. Okay, so let's get a card here. I'm going back to reflect. I think I'm just going to work with this deck. We'll see. We'll see. So you're welcome, July T. I hope those make sense to you, if they're good food for thought for you. Okay, so hoo hoo diddy. Let's get you a card. What it is, hoo hoo diddy, right here. Nope, needs to know. And do this week. Okay. Here's your card. What can I do today to get closer to my goals? There's a real big theme here coming through. Look at that card. That's a great card. Look at the little target in the middle, bullseye. There you go, Instagram. See that little bullseye right there? That's pretty cool, huh? So hoo hoo diddy, asking yourself that question, what can I do today to get closer to my goals? So it goes back again to the really subtle messages of this week of take your power back. So instead of waiting for someone else to do something, you do that. What can you do today that can bring you one step closer? Is it, we saw a couple of cards about changing habits, right? Is it spending more time with people, less time with people? Do you need to learn something else to get you where you want to go? They're tiny, tiny steps. So all of our change, all of our progress is tiny, tiny incremental steps. And we don't have to get to the end goal right away, right? That tiny one little thing. And that's what this says. What can I do today to get closer to my goals? One thing, one day. One thing. So think about that. Okay. So July T, yes, and answering them in my journals, very helpful. I'm so glad you use them that way, July T. That's nice to hear. Hoo hoo diddy, perfect, good. Yeah, that's a nice card, isn't it? What's the one thing? Like, what do I need? What do I need to do? It's my goal. It's my future. It's my plan, my life. What do I need to do? What's my step? I don't need to wait for anybody else. I have power. Okay. And then we had HEA, Hea. I'm going to pull a card for you. Before I do that, this card here came out and it was coming to me as a general message for everyone. You are welcome, Hoo Hoo. Here's the general message. What abilities do I have that I am grateful for? Okay, this is just general. This came out while I was shuffling for HEA. Here you go, Instagram. And it's coming back to take back your power. The question, what abilities do I have that I'm grateful for? So in taking back your power, you have to acknowledge what you have. What is your strength? What tools do you have? What knowledge do you have? What wisdom do you have? What life experience? Don't overlook those things. And again, goes back to teaching and learning, right? So ask, this is for all of us. Ask ourselves that question. What abilities do I have that I'm grateful for? I mean, I'll just say, and of course this is very obvious, but being able to sit here with all of you and pull cards and receive messages and communicate them to you. I'm so grateful for that time. I love coming here and doing this on Sundays. I love it. It just, I don't know, man. I love it. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm grateful, of course, for all of you who show up. Teacher and learning. How could I read cards if I don't have anyone wanting a card? Okay, so let's get that card for HEA here. Hey, Rising Vibes. Okay. Let's get a card for HEA. A card for HEA. I don't know if it's HEA or HEA, but I've got it here. What causes am I contributing to that are bigger than myself? Oh, that's a really interesting question to ponder. Here you go, Instagram. Look at the little flower here. Could you see that, YouTube? See the little gold on the flower? I like that. So coming back here, what causes am I contributing to that are bigger than myself? That's really something. I mean, July T said that she is taking the questions, she or he, I actually don't know, is taking the questions and journaling because that is helpful. So what causes am I contributing to that are bigger than myself? Asking, how am I being a good citizen? Right? It makes sense. I'm so glad to you. I'm glad that it does. Yeah, so okay, July T. But I mean, that's a really good question. Like, we're all citizens of this earth, right? We're citizens of our state, citizens of the country, citizens of the city, citizens of our neighborhood, citizens of our own household. So, what causes that are bigger than ourselves are we contributing to? And can we be doing more, or are we overdoing it? You have to stop and ask the question. We have to keep it all in balance. So HEA, I've been overthinking a situation and it's been bigger than myself. I need to slow down. Perfect. Exactly. So that, like, as I just said, we sometimes have to pull back. Are we giving too much? Are we, the thought process that you're talking about is, that situation, like, what are you contributing to the situation, right? And are you contributing a supportive energy? Are you contributing a nervous energy? Are you contributing patience? Are you contributing impatience? It's a really good question. Okay. HEA, thank you very much. We love your presence too, and we are grateful for that too. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Spot on, HEA said. Great. Yeah, I'm liking this deck today. I think I'm sticking with this. It's going, I like it. Rising Vibes, let's get a card for you as well. Okay. And yes, if all of you on Instagram and YouTube, if you would take a minute and hit the like button, share this with someone who maybe could use some of these messages. And always remember, when I pull cards for a particular person, we are here as a collective, and those messages can apply to any one of us. And I would say it applies to all of us. It's just that one particular person brought that question in to the group, and that message comes back to the group. That's how this works. Okay, let's get Rising Vibes. You've been super sick with COVID this week. Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, Rising Vibes. Okay, So, for everyone who's here today, maybe you can take a moment and send some really good healing energy to Rising Vibes. She's in Omaha, Nebraska. So, if you happen to have a map in front of you, or just even in your mind's eye, if you can picture where it is on the map and send her some good healing energy. Yeah. Take care of yourself, please. Yeah. Sending you lots of love and good healing. Yes, July T, thank you for that. Sending healing vibes and prayers your way, Rising Vibes. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate everyone's care for one another. Okay, let's get a card here for Rising Vibes. A card for Rising Vibes right here. Okay. What do I love most about myself? Here you go. What do I love most about myself? Coming back over here to Instagram. So the interesting thing, if you look at this card, is, oopsie, the only features on her face are her lips, which is sort of just saying, what do you love most about yourself, right? You fill in the blank. And of course, we have to love everything about ourselves if we expect anyone else. I don't know what's happening with my cards pulling on this table today. But we have to love everything about ourselves if we expect others to love us. We cannot expect someone else to love us if we don't feel that love for ourselves, right? Someone can't do that work for us. So ask yourself, what do I love most about myself? You do actually like your lips. I used to hate them because I thought they were too big. Well, there they are, right there for you. Maybe that's it, just loving your lips a little bit more. And what do your lips do? What are the words that come out of your lips, right? Maybe it's what you can say to other people that's important. Maybe you like that you can communicate well, share information. Maybe that's something you really love about yourself. I don't know, but it's a good question for all of us. Okay, so that's what I have for today. If you missed the beginning of the reading, beginning of the week is teaching and learning. Okay, we all need things to learn. We all then can take that and bring that out into the world and teach. The middle of the week is connecting with children, in particular, children who are sensitive. So, children can bring us lots and lots of messages. So, be sure to take a moment when a child crosses your path this week. Be sure to take a moment with that. And at the end of the week, taking back your power. So, remembering that your power is your power. No one gives it to you. You have it. You own it. It is yours. Sometimes we may feel depleted. Sometimes we may be in doubt about that. Any of those things. Sometimes we can feel weak in our power. Perfectly natural. So in this week, it's coming back into your power, really stepping into that. Okay. So Rising Vibes, you are welcome. Hoo-hoo, I need to take care of myself too. Yes, I know. We really can run ourselves ragged taking care of others, and then before you know it, we are down on the ground, out for the count for a little while, right? This is what happens in life. So it's a good reminder for all of us. So yeah, hoo-hoo diddy, you have a child, could be your child, could be a friend of your child, could be another child, but there's children's going to be important this week. I do get that sense. So pay attention. Okay, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful full moon. Again, we are currently in the full moon energy now, even though it peaks tomorrow. We are in it right now. So you can work on your full moon practice, your release practice. just letting go. Bathe if you can, the moon, depending on where you are and what time of the night, but if you can get in a window where the moon comes in and just lie underneath or sit underneath it and just let that moonlight be on you, or go outside and just open and look up to the moon. It's incredibly powerful. So talk to the moon, appreciate the moon, vibe with the moon. So lovely. So I wish you all a great week ahead. See you next week. And you are welcome, Hoo Hoo. Thank you for being here. All right. Ciao, everyone. Sending lots of love. Bye. Bye, Instagram.